Good evening, and welcome back to Spy Tech Files. The air was still, heavy with the scent of industry and secrets. It was a cold, unnerving quiet that settled over Tehran's Shurabad industrial district. To the casual eye, the warehouse behind the tall metal gates was nothing, just another forgotten building in a maze of sprawl. But to the operatives of Israel's Mossad, this nondescript shell was the heart of a national ambition. Inside lay vaults, containing Iran's complete nuclear archive. Every blueprint, every calculation, every memo. Decades of research Tehran had long insisted was purely civilian. This wasn't just paper. It was the entire history of a nation's military-grade scientific program. What happened next wasn't war. It was espionage, elevated to an art form. A team of ghosts, of analysts and technicians, penetrating deep into the enemy capital, breaching one of its most closely guarded facilities, and walking away with half a ton of classified knowledge. In a matter of hours, they stripped bare Iran's nuclear past. This story, the Tehran Archive Heist, is not just about a daring raid. It's a crucial chapter in the declassified history of modern conflict. It's about how intelligence agencies fight wars without armies, and how technology, both old and new, serves as the ultimate weapon. Before we pull back the curtain on how Mossad executed this impossible mission, let's go back into the shadows and understand the battlefield of high-tech espionage. Israel's obsession with Iran's nuclear program didn't start in a boardroom. It was forged in the geopolitical fires of the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Overnight, a partner became a sworn enemy. By the 1992, fear crystallized around the nuclear project, prompting an aggressive shadow war. For decades, the battle was fought with tools straight out of a Cold War spy novel, but dramatically upgraded. We're talking about more than just assassins and motorcycle gunmen. We're talking about scientific sabotage, the deliberate insertion of technological weakness. Think of the Stuxnet virus. Widely attributed to US and Israeli intelligence, Stuxnet wasn't a simple hack. It was a digital cruise missile aimed at physical infrastructure. It didn't steal data. It took control of the Siemens controllers that governed the Natanz centrifuges. It reportedly made them spin wildly out of control, then slowed them down, hiding the damage until it was catastrophic. This is a key element of declassified history: asymmetric warfare through technological means. In the Cold War, agencies like the CIA and the KGB relied on miniature cameras, eavesdropping bugs hidden in shoe heels, and directional microphones. Today, the battleground is digital. The modern spy toolkit includes zero-day exploits, AI-driven surveillance, and sophisticated cyber-physical weapons like Stuxnet. Yet, despite this digital shift, Israel wanted something concrete. They wanted proof, the physical files that could be shown to the world. This meant going back to the fundamentals of espionage. By 2016, Mossad had located the archive at the Shurabad warehouse. The very existence of this archive, tens of thousands of pages, hundreds of CDs, was extraordinary. It was locked away in 32 massive industrial safes, built to withstand fire and explosions. 14. The plan they devised was audacious, relying on a synthesis of old-school tradecraft and highly specialized technology. First, infiltration and surveillance. The team used classic spy techniques: forged documents, studying guard routines, and utilizing surveillance blind spots. But the critical technological hurdle was the safes themselves. Opening them the conventional way would take days' time they simply didn't have. This is where specialized technology came into play. Mossad operatives reportedly used specialized thermal cutting tools, perhaps diamond-tip saws or high-efficiency oxyacetylene torches, designed to slice through the toughest steel quickly and quietly. Imagine the pressure. Hours of cutting, the air thick with heat and the smell of burning metal. They knew any slip, any unexpected noise, could trigger an alarm and bring the Revolutionary Guard down on them. By dawn, they had succeeded. The safes lay open. The sheer volume of material was staggering. They couldn't take everything, so they targeted the most valuable files: blueprints for warheads, scientific formulas, and top-level correspondence. They loaded it all into containers and executed the extraction with clockwork precision. The exfiltration itself was a logistical and technological marvel, likely involving state-of-the-art counter-surveillance measures and secure communications channels, ghost networks designed to leave no digital trace. By the time panic rippled through Tehran, the archive was already beyond reach. Back in Israel, The material, the ultimate product of this chapter of declassified history, was analyzed. It was the smoking gun. But the heist was only half the mission. The other half was public exposure, a political maneuver choreographed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. In April 2018, standing before screens flanked by the stolen documents, Netanyahu delivered a dramatic declaration. Iran lied. The goal was not merely to expose the past, but to reshape the future. The files tipped the scales in Washington, serving as the justification for the U.S. withdrawal from the JCPOA nuclear deal. This shows us the true power of intelligence files. They are weapons of narrative, capable of justifying sanctions, reshaping alliances, and accelerating conflict. The archive didn't just expose secrets. It became the foundation for the maximum pressure campaign against Iran. The Tehran heist remains a pivotal moment in the endless shadow war. But for us here at Spy Tech Files, it offers crucial lessons, particularly concerning the rise of cybercrime and the digital age criminal. The Iranian regime's humiliation forced it to adapt. They learned the painful lesson of centralized vulnerability. For us, the lesson is simple: diversification and defense. If Iran's most sensitive documents are susceptible to theft due to a centralized location, then our personal and corporate data, which is far more accessible, is even more at risk. The experience in counter-struggle and prevention dictates that we must assume our systems are vulnerable. This means implementing decentralized data storage, using multi-factor authentication, MFA, on everything, and applying continuous, immediate patch management to counter zero-day threats. Recovering from cybercrime requires resilience. Just as Iran eventually sought to disperse its knowledge and rebuild, resilience means having a robust, tested incident response plan. This includes secure, offline backups to ensure a quick recovery rather than a catastrophic shutdown. The Tehran heist proved that while the technology of espionage evolves, the fundamental objective remains the same. Knowledge is power, and the acquisition of secrets can change the world. This incredible operation, a true chapter in declassified history, set the stage for a new era of shadow conflict. Join us next time on Spy Tech Files as we dive into another secret battle that reshaped global security. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until then, stay secure and keep watching the shadows.